Listen to me closely, son, daughter. You're not here by accident. You could be anywhere, doing anything, but you're here because I brought you here, and there's a reason for it. Today, I need you to understand something important. What will happen is happening today in your home. Not tomorrow, not next week, today. Why today? Because the time has come. A moment of change, of answers, of relief, and of divine intervention. Maybe you've cried in silence, wondering if God still remembers you. Well, today I'm here to tell you with full certainty that I have never forgotten you. Right now, a spiritual shift is taking place. Something powerful is being sent from above, and what is coming to your home is not human, it's heavenly. But pay attention, because what I'm about to share is not for everyone. It's for those who listen with an open heart, those who stay until the end. If you stay with me through this entire message, I will give you something that will calm the storm inside you. It will touch someone in your family. It's something you've been waiting for, but it will only be unlocked if you stay until the end. Write in the comments, Lord, illuminate my home. This isn't a performance, and it's not a random script. This is the Holy Spirit speaking to you. So turn off your distractions. Don't let your phone or fear take you away. Today I am entering your home, and where I enter, nothing stays the same. I will open doors that have been closed for years, soften hardened hearts, bring back those who are far away, and heal wounds you've kept hidden. But there's a secret, a very powerful one, that will only be revealed at the end. That's where you'll get the direction you need, and where I will give you the key to your victory. Stay with me, because if you leave too soon, you might miss exactly what you came here for. And now, take a deep breath, stay calm inside, and let me guide you, because what's about to happen in your home is the start of a new chapter. Son, daughter, you didn't end up here by accident. You didn't click on this video by mistake. It wasn't the algorithm. It wasn't just chance, it was me. I brought you here because something needs to change today, and what's about to happen shouldn't catch you off guard. I love you so much that I'm here personally to prepare you. Recently, you felt lost, haven't you? Like the world is falling apart inside of you. You hide it, put on a smile, keep working, do what you have to do, but deep inside, there's a cry, and it's that cry I'm answering now. Don't ignore that feeling in your chest, that sense that something big is coming, because it's real. It's my presence. When I arrive, everything wrong begins to shake. Everything out of place starts to tremble. Son, how many times have you asked for an answer? How many prayers have you said, only to feel like you were speaking to nothing? Today, I'm answering you, and not just with any message, but with my presence, with transformation, with promises kept. You may have thought I was silent, but I wasn't. I've been working behind the scenes while you slept. I protected your home from dangers you never saw. I kept people away who seemed good but would have hurt you. I kept you safe until the right moment arrived. And now, that moment is today. It's now. Leave a word in the comments that tells me how you feel right now. Today, my presence will enter your home, and nothing will be the same. But there's something you need to know. You are part of this promise. You are the key to the change. You are a vessel of heaven right where you are, in the midst of your family. It doesn't matter if you feel weak now, I am your strength. If you feel small, I am your shelter. If you feel impure, I am the living water that cleanses you. I never asked for perfection. I only asked for your commitment today. I only want you to open the door of your faith, your heart, your home, because something great is coming from heaven. Do you feel that chill, that warmth in your hands, those unexpected tears? It's me, visiting you, telling you that you are not forgotten. There are promises you thought were lost, and today I am going to touch them. There are dreams you thought were dead, and today I will bring them to life. There are people in your home you didn't know how to handle, and today I will give you wisdom and act on your behalf. Write in the comments, God fulfills what He promises. I know the struggles you're facing. I know the pain you don't talk about, the silent battles, the fear of what tomorrow may bring. But listen closely. To date I have entered that place, and where I enter, evil cannot stay. The presence you've been waiting for has arrived, and from now on, nothing will stay the same. But for this change to happen, you must stay until the end. Because in those final moments, I've prepared something for you. Yes, there's a reward waiting for you, a word that will confirm what you need to hear, a revelation, a key, and only those who stay until the end will receive it. Don't leave now. Stay strong, because what I'm about to say will open your spiritual eyes. You're not here by accident. You've been chosen. And where there is a calling, there is a promise. And where there is a promise, there is fulfillment. And where I am, there is victory. Son, daughter, now that you know you're not here by mistake, let me tell you something deeper. Today, heaven is visiting your home. This is not a symbol, not an exaggeration. It is real. As you hear these words, something is already moving in the spiritual world. You might not see it with your eyes, but if you look with the eyes of faith, you can already feel it. The atmosphere has shifted. Do you know why? Because I have decided to come down, to step into your life, your struggles, your daily challenges. Leave a verse or phrase in the comments that strengthens your faith right now. And listen closely to this. Why choose to visit? Nothing remains the same. Weariness becomes strength, sorrow turns to hope, and silence turns into an answer. Today, I am not just visiting you, I am lifting you up. My purpose for you is still in place, and my plan for your home has not been canceled. So open your ears, your soul, and your heart, because my voice is speaking deep within you. Do not resist, do not doubt, just believe. What I am going to do, I will do openly so everyone will know that I am the Lord of your home. I have seen the emotional pain you carry inside. I felt those silences that hurt more than 1,000 harsh words. I've walked through your home and heard the voices of the past still echoing through the walls. I have noticed the lack of peace you long for, the peace you need to breathe with relief. But today something is changing. Today, heaven is slipping through the cracks, through the hidden parts of your soul, into the corners where you thought no one could reach. It doesn't matter if your house is small, simple, or even rented. It doesn't matter if it lacks luxuries or decorations. Where I enter, everything changes. Do you remember what happened in Zacchaeus' house? He simply opened the door to me with sincerity, and that very day, salvation entered powerfully. Today, I tell you that if you also receive me with a sincere heart, salvation will enter your home. I am touching every part of your home, every room, every corner where difficult conversations took place, where silent tears were shed. Nothing escapes my attention. I've heard your prayers whispered in the quiet of the morning, the ones you speak with fear that someone might overhear. I hear you, I see you, and most importantly, I care. Write in the comments, heaven is entering my home. Today, heaven has come down, and with it, the peace you so desperately need. I bring the healing for your wounds, the answers to your questions, and the comfort for your tired heart. I also bring the new beginning you thought was lost. I am spiritually cleansing your home, removing what does not belong, taking away the invisible burdens you carry. I am breathing life into every corner. From today, there will be people in your home who will sleep better. There will be children who stop crying at night. Husbands will come home calmer. Wives will feel peace in their hearts without knowing why. It's me. It's me working in your life. I've entered gently, like a refreshing breeze, like a scent that fills the air, like a light that comes through the window without asking for permission. Heaven doesn't need to announce itself. It simply fell. And you are feeling it now, right? At peace surrounding you, that feeling of not being alone. But listen closely. This visit is not random. It has a divine purpose. I am preparing the way for what's to come. My work has only just begun. Stay with me. Don't leave. There's more I want to show you. There are promises to fulfill, words to deliver, paths to reveal. Write in the comments, heaven has a purpose for my home. What I am about to do in the next moments will change your life. Hold on in faith. What you've experienced so far is nothing compared to what is coming. Son, daughter, can you feel it? You can sense that something has already shifted inside of you because when I enter, nothing stays the same. My presence changes everything in its path. I never enter a place to leave it unchanged. Where I am, there is healing, freedom, and renewal. I'm speaking to you because I know you're tired of pretending everything is okay. Your smile tries to cover it up, but deep down, you know things aren't right. Ongoing conflicts, closed doors, unanswered prayers, and a heavy atmosphere. But that's all changing now. Where I enter, darkness cannot stay. What was hidden will be exposed. What was blocked will begin to open. What seemed impossible will start to take shape. Do you think I'm exaggerating? Think about all the times you made it through when it felt like you couldn't go on. It wasn't you, it was me. Today, once again, it's me entering your home. I don't come with noise or show. I come with peace, truth, healing, and love. Write in the comments, God has entered my home with peace. When I arrive, hardened hearts become soft. Pride fades, the sick feel relief, and lies fall apart. My presence can't be ignored. I know you're tired of trying to fix everything on your own. You've tried to change people with words, effort, and pressure, but you've forgotten that only I can transform hearts. There's someone in your house you don't know how to deal with. You've prayed, cried, and suffered, but listen to me now. I've already started working where you can't reach. I can do what you can't. I can go where you have no access. I can restore what you thought was lost. When I come, everything falls into place. Chaos turns into order. Yelling becomes quiet, filled with peace. Anxiety turns to certainty. Pain turns to praise. If you're hearing this now, it's because my presence is already at work. Write in the comments, the impossible is falling before the presence of God. No matter how big your problem is, no matter how many years you spent praying, no matter what others say, when I show up, the impossible loses its power. Son, I know your pain. I know what keeps you awake at night. I know the fear you hide, the battles no one else sees. Remember this: when I act, nothing remains the same. That room where sadness once lived will be filled with renewal. That part of your soul that you thought was worthless will today become the home of my glory. And those promises that seem dead will today receive my breath again, but you have to allow me to move. There are things I will shift within you. It may hurt. It may bring up old wounds, but it is healing, freedom, and real restoration. When I come, the old must go. Darkness disappears, lies lose their power, and truth takes over. And that place where you thought all was lost will be rebuilt from the foundation up. You will see changes in people you never expected. What once hurt you will now become a testimony of my power. And in the quiet of the night, you'll feel something covering you. It's my peace, it's my presence. Psalms will fill your home again. Joy will return. New life will grow in the smallest things. Where there was pain, there will now be purpose. Where there were tears, there will be laughter. Everything I do has meaning, even if you don't understand it right away. Son, this house is yours, but it is also mine. And as the Lord of this house, today I declare with authority, the day of change has come. The moment of freedom has arrived, the beginning of a new chapter. Do not look back. Do not let the past rule over you again, because I am here. And where I am, evil cannot stay. Everything that comes next will be even greater. If you've already felt a change until now, wait for what I am about to do next. There are still promises being fulfilled. There are still doors opening for you. There are still miracles being poured out in your life. Don't give up. Stand strong. The story of your life is still unfolding, and every part of it carries my signature. Son, daughter, you already know that when I arrive, nothing stays the same. But now I want to show you something even deeper. Your home has been marked by my presence, and this mark is not temporary. It's not something time can erase or the wind can blow away. It's an eternal mark. While you are listening to these words, heaven is pouring a fresh anointing over your home. You may not see it with your physical eyes, but in the spiritual world, this house is being sealed with my name. The enemy tried many times to disturb the peace of your home. He wanted to bring discord, coldness, and steal your peace, but today, he loses his grip. Where my presence is, evil cannot touch. Write in the comments, "My home belongs to God," if you feel that these words speak to you. Have you noticed how things have started to fall into place in recent days? Those small moments of peace in the middle of the storm, those doors that closed but instead of causing pain brought relief. That was me. I marked the frames of your door, every corner where you cried, every place where you almost gave up. I marked it with my love. And from now on, this house will not just be a physical space. It will be known as the place where my presence lives. A home where the enemy has no power, where my spirit moves freely. Do you want to know what happens when I mark a home with my presence? Simple. Miracles start happening with no explanation. People who once lived in darkness begin to see the light. Broken relationships are healed. Hard hearts become soft. Hurtful words turn into forgiveness. It doesn't matter if this house was once filled with arguments, betrayals, or abandonment. Today, I am rewriting the story of your home, and from now on, anyone who walks through the door will sense something different. They will feel a peace they cannot explain, a warmth in their soul, a lightness that is not of this world. And you will stand strong and say, "Here lives God." Comment with a phrase that describes how you feel knowing that your home has been transformed by divine presence. Son, I have chosen you to be the guardian of my presence in this place. You will be the one to protect the atmosphere I am creating. You will be the voice of prayer when no one else speaks. You will be the channel of love when there is bitterness. You will be the instrument of healing when everything seems lost. And listen closely. This mark I've placed does not protect your home from life's challenges, but it will protect it from the despair that many feel when facing them. Those who live in my presence find rest. Today, my presence sets you apart, and it will also touch your family. There will be people who are changed just by stepping through that door. Children will change without you needing to say a word. Prayers will be answered even before you speak them because I am already working. This mark cannot be seen with your eyes, but in heaven, the angels already recognize your home as mine, and this sign will never fade. In fact, it grows stronger, it expands, it attracts more of my presence, more grace, and more protection. But stay alert, because where there is light, the enemy will try to bring darkness. Do not let your guard down. Guard my presence as if it were the most precious treasure. Leave a word in the comments that shows what you feel knowing your home is a place of divine dwelling. What I am doing today will impact generations not yet born. This mark is eternal. Stay strong, because what comes next will be even more glorious. Son, daughter, now that I have marked your house, I want to remind you of a truth that you must hold deeply in your heart. I have seen your tears, and I have heard every one of your prayers. You thought no one saw you, that no one noticed the quiet tears you hid in the bathroom, your silent pain. You believed no one understood the weight you carried, but I saw it all. I was always there. While everyone else was asleep, I watched over you. When no one asked how you were, I searched your heart. When you had no strength left, I carried you without you even realizing it. Not one of your tears was wasted. Not one prayer was ignored. Everything was recorded in heaven. You don't need fancy prayers to get my attention. You don't need perfect words. Sincerity is enough. Just open your heart to me. Son, I heard that prayer that only came out as a sigh. I heard that quiet God helped me just before sleep. Write in the comments, God heard my sigh. If you've ever prayed without words, I heard your cry when you were exhausted. And not only did I hear it, but I was moved, because I am not a distant God. I'm a Father, a refuge, a comfort in your days of pain. Maybe you prayed for months without seeing answers, asked for the impossible, or begged for someone you no longer believed would change. But I tell you now, no prayer was lost. I kept every word, and even when you stopped praying, my heart never stopped listening. My spirit continued to intercede for you. Do you remember that night when you cried until you fell asleep from exhaustion? I was there, wiping your tears and covering you with my love. Today I come to remind you, the harvest of those tears is close. The answers are on their way. This visit from heaven to your home is the answer to what you've planted in the midst of your pain. Son, I know your deepest fears. I know the fear of losing those you love, the loneliness you carry, the desire to disappear. But I will not leave you. Victory is coming, and transformation is being released. There are people I am preparing to answer those prayers you may have forgotten, because I do not forget, and what I promise, I fulfill. Write a word of gratitude below if you believe your prayer is already being answered. What you asked for a long time ago did happen sooner because it was necessary to align everything. It was essential to work on hearts, open doors, and strengthen you. But now, the time has come. Everything you have sown in prayer will begin to bloom in your home, in your relationships, and in the areas where you once only saw dryness. I am the same God who heard Hannah's cry and gave her a son when everyone called her barren. I am the one who heard Moses cry and parted the sea. I am the one who heard Israel's groaning and freed them from slavery. And I am the same one who hears you now. If the world doesn't understand you, I do. If they ignore you, I embrace you. If no one values your prayers, I answer them. But listen closely. This is not over yet. There is still revelation to come and liberation to manifest. Stay with me. Don't get distracted, because in the next moment, I will show you that the ending you feared will not be your future. I have a new beginning for you, and that new beginning will come with answers that may seem miraculous, with peace in the middle of what once felt like chaos, with renewed strength that doesn't come from you, but from my Spirit. Son, daughter, I am here, and I will keep writing the story no one expected, but the one I have always dreamed for you. You thought it was all over, didn't you? That there was no way out, that what you lost could never be restored, that mistake, that pain, or that abandonment would define you forever. But today, I come to speak to you with the full authority of heaven. This is not the end. It is the start of a new chapter. What has ended because I allowed it. But what is about to start, I am the one opening it. And when I open something, no one can shut it. You thought that losing the job was the end of your stability, but I assure you, it was just the beginning of your freedom. You were trapped in a cycle that was choking you, and in my love, I broke those chains. You believed that a broken relationship was your last chance at happiness, but it was just the doorway to a time where you will learn to love freely and be truly loved. I don't play games with your story. Everything I allowed to end was so I could prepare something far greater, something you can't see yet. Those people who left your life still cause you pain, I know. But you don't realize that I removed some to make space for others who will build you up, not tear you down. What you can't see right now is that I am writing a new chapter. And to write something new, sometimes I need to tear out the pages of the past. You prayed, you cried, you asked for guidance, and today I am answering. Lift your head, because this is not the end. It is the beginning of a new season, anointed and full of purpose. Write in the comments, I am entering a new time. In this new season, you will see why some doors had to close. You will experience what you once only dreamed of in prayer. My voice will lead you, step by step. Yes, you crossed through the valley. Yes, you were tested by fire. Yes, you spent nights without sleep and days without strength. But today, I tell you that the time of weeping is turning into a time of harvest. The waiting will become a promise fulfilled. The enemy thought you wouldn't make it. He thought that emotional blow would completely break you. He thought grief, rejection, and guilt would be your end. But while the world saw you sinking, I was preparing the ground to lift you up. This new time I'm speaking of is not only about material blessings. This is a time of inner healing, of peace beyond understanding, of wisdom that helps you avoid repeating past mistakes, and of building on solid foundations. You will look back and say, "It was God who saved me from myself, who stopped me before I fell deeper, who gave me this fresh start." Write in the comments, "God saved me from myself." Son, listen closely. I am placing this new season in your hands, but you have to decide to live it. There's no point in receiving a new beginning if you're still holding on to the old. There's no point in having new promises if you're still holding on to old hurts. Let me make everything new. Give me your heart fully. Allow me to heal you, to remove what has been holding you back, to clean your heart deeply, because what's coming can't be experienced while carrying the weight of the past. I'm already at work, and what starts today in your life will continue to grow, bear fruit, and become a testimony. Everyone will know that it was me who started this new time in you, and if I started it, no one will be able to stop it. Write in the comments, "No one can stop what God started." Now that you've understood this is not the end, but a new beginning, I want you to get ready. What has been blocked is starting to move today. Not tomorrow, not next month, today. When I declare a new time, everything that has been stuck begins to move. You've gotten used to seeing closed doors, haven't you? You tried here, you tried there, and nothing seemed to change. Everything felt frozen. Your finances, your emotions, your relationships, even your faith. You prayed, but it felt like there was a wall above you. You worked hard, but saw no results. You loved, but only felt coldness in return. It seemed like your whole life was on pause. But today, I'm telling you, that blockage is breaking. I am opening doors, clearing paths, and breaking invisible chains that have been holding you back. There are things you never realized were holding you back, words spoken over you, past alliances, places you stepped into, people you connected with who caused stagnation. Write in the comments, "Today the chains are broken. Today I am cutting all that off. I am breaking the invisible, releasing what was held back." You know that project that had been stuck for years. That answer that never came. That conversation that always ended in a fight. That dream that felt impossible. Today, I declare it will begin to move. Creativity, understanding, forgiveness, conversations, resources, and faith all will flow. You will no longer feel trapped or suffocated. I am opening the floodgates. And hear me well, it's no accident that you're hearing this now. You needed this word. Deep inside, you were about to accept that nothing was going to change, but I didn't allow you to give up. People will be amazed by what will happen in your life. They'll wonder, how did it change so quickly? And you will respond, it was God who unlocked it all. You spent so much time waiting, fighting, and believing nothing was moving. Did you think that was your destiny? Write in the comments, "It was God who unlocked it all." I am the God who makes rivers flow in the desert, who parts seas, who sends manna from heaven. And when I release something, no one can lock it away again. This movement you will feel in the coming days is the answer, the miracle, the renewal, and the time to bear fruit. But I say this to you with love and firmness. Do not go back. Do not take this freedom and return to what once held you. Don't sit again at the table I've already lifted you from. Don't accept again what once limited you. Now is the time to move forward, to grow, to align with me, to walk lighter, to live what once seemed impossible. Today is the day the heavens begin to flow in your life.